Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can start improving the sound of your track using EQ and compression. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply some EQ to the lead vocal. So I'm going to go to EQ and Filters, Channel EQ, and drag and drop this onto this track. Now, the first thing I'd recommend you do when you're mixing your vocals is apply the high-pass filter. So this just cut out the lowest frequencies, which we don't need for a voice. Now let's have a listen back and see what else this vocal might need.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks.
Now, one thing you might notice is this vocal doesn't sound particularly present, as in it's not really poking out the mix at all and it's a little bit hard to understand. Something we can do to fix this is boost the high frequencies. So I'm going to play back and increase the high frequency band.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder,
You may be able to notice that the vocal is now a lot more present and is cutting through the mix. I'm just going to solo it for a second to see how it sounds.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it.
Okay, so now we've boosted the treble, the vocal actually sounds quite thin, so I might boost the low frequencies just a little bit.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder.
So I'm just bypassing the plugin now to listen to the difference that the EQ is making.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder. You gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up. I'm trying to get to the top because
So now the voice sounds a bit more powerful and it's a lot more upfront with that high frequency boost. Again, let's check this, see how it sounds in the mix.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder. You gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up.
Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. But we've still got one more band of EQ, this mid band. What I'm going to do this time is just boost and cut in different areas of the frequency spectrum to see if anything makes the vocal sound a bit better.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder. You gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up. I'm trying to get to the top because the view different. Man, I push all day because I'm built different. When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder. You gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up. I'm trying to get to the top because the view different. Man, I push all day because I'm built different.
So there, I've put a very slight cut in the high frequencies at 7.5 kHz. So as I've made the voice quite a lot brighter, it was sounding a little bit harsh, and this subtle cut here has helped to balance it out. The voice still sounds nice and present, but it doesn't have that same harshness.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it, even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard. That's when you press harder. You gotta level.
Okay, it's a subtle difference, but it's certainly a good start. Next, I'm going to look at using compression. So I'm just going to open up my dynamics and choose compressor. Again, I like to use the collapse view when looking at this compressor, as it's the most simple view. Now, as I mentioned before, if you're a complete beginner, I'd recommend just using the auto feature for the release. This just helps reduce the amount of decisions that you have to make at first. When choosing a ratio, I'll look at how dynamic the part is. If it's really, really dynamic, I tend to use a higher ratio, but if there's not a huge amount of dynamic variation, I'd use a lower ratio. So, a high ratio I'd consider anything from about 5 upwards, and a low ratio anything below 3. So this vocal isn't extremely dynamic, so a ratio of 4:1 should be fine. Generally, you'll be able to get away with using a ratio of about 4:1 for vocals almost all of the time. Now let's start playing back the vocal and reduce the threshold so we're getting some gain reduction. With the lead vocal like this, I'd never really want to get more than about 10 decibels of gain reduction, because that's quite heavy compression. Somewhere up to around 6 to 8 decibels should be optimum.
Yeah, when you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it. Even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard, that's when you press harder. Yeah, you gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up. I'm trying to get to the top because the view different. Man,
So once again, our vocal is much quieter now, so let's increase the output gain to level it out.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it. Even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard, that's when you press harder. Yeah, you gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up. I'm trying to get to the top because the view different. Man, I push all day because I'm built different. When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it. Even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard, that's when you press harder, yeah.
So there, I was fine-tuning the threshold, so on average we're getting around 6 decibels of gain reduction. This is usually a good starting point when mixing a vocal. Again, I was just adjusting the output gain and bypassing the plugin to make sure we're at a similar level to before.
Yeah, when you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it. Even when them roadblocks come, even when...
Listen to the difference that it makes when I bypass and re-engage these two plugins.
Yeah, when you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it. Even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard, that's when you press harder. Yeah, you gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up.
See, within just a few minutes, we've managed to get the vocals sounding a lot more upfront and clear. So I've only done this very quickly. It's not a perfect mix of the vocal, but it's a good starting point. Next, let's start doing this to some of the other tracks. This time, I want to apply some processing to the backing vocal group. So I'm going to apply a compressor and drag it onto this group. You notice here I already had an EQ which I'd added previously. I'll just delete this and show you again from scratch. So I'm going to go to Audio Effects, EQ and Filters and choose Channel EQ. Right, let's listen to a section where all of these backing vocals are playing.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life.
So first of all, I'm going to work with the compressor. So let's go back to the collapse view and pull down our threshold.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life.
These vocals are quite quiet in comparison to the lead vocal, so I'm having to pull the threshold a lot lower.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life. I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life.
Okay, that might be a touch too much output gain, but these vocals now sound a lot more consistent. Again, the ratio I'm going to use is 4:1, and I'm going to change the release time to auto.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow.
Something you might want to do with the vocal is actually slow down the attack time slightly. So I'll try something around 10 milliseconds. If the attack time's too short, it can clamp down on the transient and take the life out of a vocal.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life.
See there, the vocal sounds a little bit more natural with a slower attack time. Again, this is something I could do with my lead vocal, so I'm going to solo this and see if it makes positive difference changing the attack time.
When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for it. When you got a dream, you gotta keep pushing for it. Even when them roadblocks come, even when it gets hard, that's when you press harder. Yeah, you gotta level up, you gotta keep climbing, get your hustle up. I'm trying to get to the top because the view different. Man, I push all day because I'm built different.
If you're just learning about compression, you may struggle to hear the subtle differences between a fast and medium attack time. So if you're not sure where to start, I'd recommend staying between about 5 and 10 milliseconds. This will work for most audio sources. As you train your ears and your skills improve, you'll want to fine-tune the attack and release times more carefully, but as I say, as a beginner, I'd stick to something between around 5 and 10 milliseconds. Right, let's go back to the backing vocals and apply some EQ.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know.
Once again, we can cut out some of the low frequencies. I'm also going to give them a bit of a boost in the highs.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life.
Now, you see here I've made a cut at around 200 Hz. So what this is doing is clearing out some of the low-mid frequencies to allow more space for the lead vocal in the chorus. Again, I could even reduce the low frequencies a bit to make these backing vocals sound a bit thinner. At the moment, we've got 4 different vocals, so the low frequencies are really going to build up and start making the mix sound a bit messy.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life. I just want everything and more. Oh, I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna know.
Now, listening back with the rest of the mix, I feel like these vocals sound a bit too thin. So I'm going to reduce that low frequency cut, and I'm going to reduce the boost in the highs a little bit. Alright, let's listen back again.
That's why you're falling off. I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life. I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna know.
Okay, that's sounding a bit better, but I'm just going to turn up the volume of all the vocals just a little bit. So this time, I'm just going to turn up the volume of the backing vocals group. I'll just turn this up by about 2 decibels.
That's why you're falling off. I just wanna know, I just wanna blow, I just wanna know.
Okay, great. Now what I'm going to do is just copy the settings that we had on our lead vocals from the verse onto our chorus vocals. Doing so is really easy. I'm going to right-click on the channel EQ and select Copy. Then go to this other vocal part, right-click and select Paste. Now we'll do the same with the compressor. So right-click, copy, and then paste. Let's have a listen to this section now.
I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just want everything in life, everything in life. I just want everything and more. Oh, I just wanna know, I just wanna know, I just wanna know. When you got a dream, you gotta keep going for.
Okay, the track's now starting to sound quite a bit better. I've only applied basic EQ and compression to the vocals. There's still a lot more that could be done, so in the next video I'm just going to apply some processing to some of the other parts. Thanks for watching.